Of course, we give out free picks on this show, and we try and win them all, of course. But, a lot of these games, just opinion. And, of course, our best bets always are premium picks. We have a few different options for premium picks. We have our main premium picks, our kind of our hardcore real premium picks. Those are the ones, and they're all real premium picks if they say premium. But these are kind of our, bread and butter. These are our the games that I'm betting, I put in the premium area at pickdogs.com and at sportshopplace.com. Then we have the YouTube premium area as well. I've been betting those games that I put in. Yesterday I was 0-2 on those. Everybody else, I think, won all of theirs after I was on the heater. But that's the beauty of it. You get one pick from each of us on the YouTube premium. We have if you haven't joined that, it's only $30 a month, so it's like $1 a day. It's like 25 cents a pick for the lower scale. The higher one is $50 for a month, so it ends up being less than 25 cents a pick. It's like 20 cents a pick or something, or less. So we got we've got that all going on. You can check it out. There's a link in the description. But we'll have premium picks today. It's a little bit of a light card. Bring in the guys, and we will get started right out of the gate. Good morning.
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 We've got 3 NBA games to get things going here. We've got the Raptors against the Bucks, the Nets against the Lakers, and the Heat and the Kings. Brian, any of these 3?
Betting-wise, these games leave a lot to be desired, but as far as visually, they should be fun games to watch. I'm going to go with the Sacramento Kings here. Not my typical pick. Normally, I like to go the opposite of what the line looks like. It's just I don't see how the Kings can be a slight dog in this one. The Heat are on back-to-backs. They just lost in overtime to the Warriors. Kings lost 4 games in a row. I mean, to me, I think the Kings are a solid play here tonight late.
How about you, Chris? Can't hear you, Rod.
For me, I like in the Bucks and Raptors, I like the under. Chance of Lowry, good chance he might be out for this one. So we're definitely going to get a little bit less scoring. I like the under 235.5 in that one. And the Nets and the Lakers, I like to go over. I don't think we're going to play a whole lot of defense in that one. Number 1 versus the number 2 defense. Number 1 offense in the Nets and number 2 defense in the Lakers. But without AD, that's a huge blow to the Lakers defense. So I like the over 232 in that one. And I'm with Brian. I'm going to take the Kings as well. I don't trust either team, so it's more of a lean to the Kings. Probably a game that I'm not rushing to bet.
Chris, how about you?
Yep. Sorry about that. I like the Raptors again with the points. I know they took down the Bucks last time. The Bucks are going to want revenge here, but I still think even without Kyle Lowry, I think Fred VanVleet and that group will still step up in his absence, keep this one close. And I like the under with the Lakers and Nets. I know AD being out is a big blow for the defense, but it's a big blow for the offense as well. And I think the Lakers can contain this Brooklyn offense. I think we've seen under 234 here. So I'll take the under in that one.
I like the Nets in that one against the Lakers. The Bucks have just been playing terrible also. I agree with Brian. None of these games are really worth much to me. I don't have any premium NBA today, that's for sure. Move on to college basketball. Got a reasonable card today. Some interesting matchups. And as it is seemingly every day, the line movement just right when we come on the air and right before we come on the air, the line movement just kind of flip-flops all over the place. And what it looked like at one point has no bearing on what it looks like later. And, there's a few big games in here mixed in with a few kind of other games. And I'm sure we'll have differing opinions on most of them. So we got Presbyterian against South Carolina Upstate, Radford against Gardner-Webb. It's a rematch. Hampton against Campbell, Bradley against Illinois State, Wisconsin, Iowa, Wichita State against Houston, Elon against William & Mary, Charleston Southern against Longwood, UMBC Vermont, Belmont. That's it. Let's start with those. Brian, any of those? And do you got anything for sale today?
Yeah, I got my blank check 3-pack. My 3 solid, actually 2 college basketball and 1 NHL, and that 3-pack for $40. Or what I recommend is just get that 1 blank check play as my top play of the day, $30. Pickdogs.com premium pick section.
And how about these games? Anything?
Yeah, in these games, I'm going to go against my Blue Hose again. I didn't learn my lesson, so I might get slapped back down again. But I'm going to take USC Upstate plus the points to rebound from that loss to Presbyterian. And I really like the Badgers at home against Iowa. I think they come out and play 2 solid halves of basketball. And Iowa beat Michigan State by 30, but this is Wisconsin. And then a slight lead into the Wichita State Shockers against Houston. I just think that's too many points for Wichita State at home. They should be able to keep it within the number.
Chris?
It's actually quite a bit I like in this early slot. I like Radford to beat Gardner-Webb by maybe double digits. I just think Radford, a better team. They need to win to have a chance at pulling past Winthrop in the Big South standings. So take Radford there. I like Houston laying 7.5 on the road. That defense just travels, and we've seen Wichita State not show up offensively in certain spots. So take Houston there. I like William and Mary over Elon. This William and Mary team just keeps covering numbers on the road. I know they haven't played in 3 weeks, but Elon's the worst team in that conference. I'll give you William and Mary. And lastly, I like the under 135 in Vermont UMBC. I just think that's a battle, 2 defensive-minded teams. I think you got an under all the way there.
Rod?
For me, I'll take the Blue Hose again.
What are you selling today? For
sorry
sale?
about that. Sorry, I got my Thursday Throwdown 7-pack. 5 plays in hockey, 2 in the college hoops. I got that for $35 over the premium site.
Rod?
For me in this section, I like the Blue Hose. I think they can beat South Carolina Upstate again. I also like Illinois State to beat Bradley again. They beat Bradley earlier, and that was when Bradley had everybody playing. Bradley's without their top 3 scorers for this game. So give me Illinois State. And I like Houston to Wichita to go over the number. I think both offenses are going to come to life, and we're going to get some scoring in that one. And as I see the lines going up, they're begging you to take the under. So I'm going to go the other way and take the over. 138 in that one. And for me, it's my top shelf Thursday. I've got 3 college basketball, 2 NBA, and 2 hockey. All available over at the Pick Dogs Premium, all in one package.
Tony Brown has been on the drive-through on back-to-back days. Someone asked if we ever have Tony Brown on the show. Yeah, he's on the drive-through. He's been on actually the last 2 days in a row.
Last 2 days in a row, yeah.
Yep, he's been on the drive-through. So
I think he's on again tonight.
And he's on again tonight, and I'm on the drive-through tonight as well. So yeah, we have Tony Brown on 3 times this week. It's a lot of Tony Brown. A lot of Tony Brown.
You got to check out the drive-through. See all the guys that aren't on daytime.
Tons of guys on the drive-through. I'm on.
Big Al's on. I don't know if he's Big Al's on tonight, but he was on.
Big Al. Alex Smart.
Yeah. I've got Rod, Ann, Damien, Tony T as well. Full 9 capper slate.
Really? Maybe I'll bail.
The only guys missing are me and Joe D.
A little too crowded. Anyway, so like Elon here against William Mary. William Mary, I'll continue to say it. They're dead to me. They're 8-2 against the number on the road. They're still dead to me. I don't care. Don't care. I'm taking Elon in that one. I like Houston against Wichita State. It's like, I love defense, man. And we saw it last night when USC just pounded Arizona State. And I think it's going to be something similar to that, where it's just a defense that they cannot crack. And then on the other end of the court, very, very few answers, because Houston is a total package team, way underestimated. I mean, you want to talk about flying under the radar. They're ranked 5th in the nation. And it's like, who even, considers them a top 5 ranked team? For an AAC team to be in the top 5 in the country, they have the 72nd ranked offense. They're averaging almost 77 points a game. And then defensively, second best in the nation, allowing 57.3. They're like, these are like better numbers than Virginia. It's like, this is a real heavy hitter. Going to surprise some people. Wichita State is a good team. We know Greg Marshall can recruit like crazy, and even though he's not there anymore, it's not like he was fired, right at the end of last season. So the recruits and stuff and players transferred or anything like that. He was fired just days before the season. So it's his entire roster is still there. So we know he can recruit. We talked about Van Vliet during the during the NBA section. That's one of his guys. He's got a bunch of those. Shamet. Anyways, but Houston, number 2 ranked defense, number 1 field goal against. Teams only shoot 36% against Houston. It's a brick fest. Okay, 3-point shooting against. They defend the 3 better than any other team in the nation. 25% from beyond the arc against Houston. Good luck. This is going to be a beatdown. I like Houston. Anyways, get to our next set of games. Belmont against Jacksonville State. Pacific against BYU. This one looks interesting. Oregon State and Utah. Penn State, Ohio State. Is Ohio State looking ahead at Michigan, or are they a little miffed that they didn't beat Penn State by 30 the first time when they had them on the ropes? We'll find out in a few hours. Murray State against Eastern Illinois. Austin Peay against SIU Edwardsville. Brian, any of these gems?
Yeah, I like Pacific plus 5.5. BYU hasn't played in about 2 weeks, and they're coming off the loss to Gonzaga. Pacific also looking for revenge for their end of January loss to BYU, so I'll take the points there. And then a slight lean to the Beavers. Oregon State plus 2.5. They've lost 3 straight games, gives us some value with the Beavers at home. So those are the 2 games that I like.
Yeah, this Ohio State line movement looks exactly like that Wisconsin-Michigan line movement on Sunday, where it looked like the heavy action was on Wisconsin early, and then all of a sudden it flipped and the line started zipping, and that's exactly what's happening here in Ohio State, Penn State. So if you like Penn State, you might want to wait. If you like Ohio State, I would jump on it now. Chris.
Yeah, for me in this time slot, I like Murray State made the points against Eastern Illinois. We're starting to see Murray State turn it on a little bit, and Eastern Illinois just can't seem to get out of their own way. 2-8 against the number and straight up in their last 10. 3-10 against the number on the road. So I'll take Murray State laying the points there. And I like Austin Peay laying the points against SIU Edwardsville. Peay just, again, another team starting to turn it on right now. And they hadn't been the cover team that we were used to seeing last year, but they're still doing really well. And Edwardsville, again, can't get out of their own way. So I'll take Austin Peay there laying the points.
Who's the guy on USC who was dunking with both feet on the ground last night? What's his name?
Evan Mobley?
Oh, man.
Mobley. Yeah.
Wow.
Mobley.
How do you defend that?
You don't.
You don't. I mean, Arizona State don't want to play defense anyway. And then it's like they just kept feeding it to that guy inside. It's like they didn't get to 90, but it's because the guy missed a couple free throws at the end. But it was like, oh, my God. We added on our pool. We're putting on these, like, fire bowls on the end. Sun Devils, I'm going to call them. It's like, whew, it's big. Yeah.
That's what happens when you're the second tallest team in college basketball.
Ridiculous, man. It was like, we knew Arizona State's defense was bad, but it's like they kept feeding them inside, and it was like both feet on the ground, flushing them, right? It was like, it was close, too, for like, 10 minutes or
And you
something.
guys like pulled away like in 7 minutes to go. So,
It was
I
like
think-
it was,
think-
but it was like
yeah,
one of those.
You act like it was like a 30-point win for USC.
Well, it was 20.
It was,
It was
within
20.
Cover,
It was 20.
within cover range the whole game,
It
basically.
was 20. And if it would have been 10 more minutes, it would have been 50.
You guys got a win yesterday. A couple wins.
When you look at, like, I think I heard them say on the broadcast, because of injuries and COVID or whatever, there were only 3 scholarship players that were over 6'2" last night, and they had to use the rest of them were walk-ons playing forward.
For Arizona State?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, their main guys were playing, though. They're
Yeah. No, yeah.
Their guys were playing.
For depth, yeah, no, it was bad.
Well, Arizona State's defense is so bad, man. So bad.
To begin with.
It's so bad. I mean, they're the worst defense in the country, right?
They're up
They
there.
stink.
They're the
the
worst defense, I think,
They're
in
the
Power
biggest
5.
disappointment in college basketball this season. They have to be up there with one of the biggest disappointments. Them, Kentucky, Michigan State, and Duke, right? Or like, and
I think Duke's turn to turn it on.
yeah, Duke looked good last night.
I missed that one.
Rod, who do you like in this slot? I gave out Duke, Kansas in my parlay.
Yeah, in this spot, I like Belmont. I'll lay the 12. They're far superior than Jacksonville State. They're outscoring them by 10 points on the offensive end. I think we get a good, easily 15, 20-point win from Belmont. I also like, I'm with Chris, I like Murray State over Eastern Illinois. Eastern Illinois beat them earlier. I'm sure they're ready for a little bit of revenge. And the way Murray State's been playing and rolling, I'll take Murray State plus. I think we got a 20-point win there. Yeah, that's all I like in that spot.
I love this college board today. I think it's a good one.
Got I like Oregon State in that slot. With a lean to Pacific.
Wow, me and Mitch agree on something.
A lean.
We both like
lean.
We both like Beaver. We both like Beaver today.
Lean. Well, that's a big lean.
I think Pacific's a strong play.
It's a big lean. It's a big ass lean. It's like, so I've been getting packages from the postman because I was in that cold streak, you know? So like I wouldn't wear the same underwear, boxers, anything like that if I had the losing day. So I have none left. I had to reorder. It was like I was wearing pajamas for 3 days. Yep. It's like, I'd love to go to the store, but I have no underwear.
And Mama told me never to leave the house unless you're wearing
It's like
good, fresh,
it'd be so
clean
much
underwear.
easier if I just did the pen thing like Brian. I mean, I switched pens, I switched everything, you know?
Pens are a little cheaper.
Well, it's also more convenient, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of places you can get it. You live on a little
I haven't
island.
found the perfect underwear yet. They say Tommy John's the best
Well,
underwear. but
you live on a little island. Not so easy. Got St. Mary's Gonzaga, Tennessee State, Tennessee Tech. Where's Ron Romanelli when you need him? Southern Utah against Sac State, Weber State, Northern Arizona, Santa Clara, San Diego, San Francisco, Loyola Marymount. Line's going higher in that game. Michigan Rutgers. Never had a game like that I've been so off on. I like Rutgers, but it's like it's like we know that Michigan can easily win by 30, but they got Ohio State on Sunday, and it's like, right? It's like all that back and with Rutgers playing well. It's a lean to Rutgers for me. Tennessee Martin against Eastern Kentucky. UCLA against Arizona. The Bruins finally get back home, man. They've been on the road for about 6 months. High Point against Winthrop. They love Pauley Pavilion, 9-0 at home at Pauley this year. Eastern Washington against Montana. Fresno against San Diego State. Washington State against Cal. Portland State against Idaho. Oregon against Colorado. Washington, Stanford. I like this section of the card a lot. I like this Pac-12 schedule. Brian?
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I'm going to go with St. Mary's plus the points. This is, St. Mary's Super Bowl every year, big rival game, a ton of points.
Covered in the
Maybe
first meeting. Covered in the
I
first.
just like the fade Gonzaga. I don't know why, but I think the Gales can keep it within 20, 17 around there. I like Rutgers plus the points against Michigan. That's a scrappy bunch, and Michigan's got Ohio State on deck. Classic look-ahead spot. So, I mean, Scarlet Knights aren't a bad team. Give me the 10, 9.5.
9 now.
9. 9. Give me the 9. And the Dons, minus 5.5. They lost a bunch in a row. But San Francisco, I think, can find a way to take care of Loyola Mary. That's the one I liked the least out of the three there, is the Dons.
Loyola Marymount was one of our circle teams at the beginning of the season.
Not for me.
Well, for me it was. And they've been paying off in bunches. Chris?
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I like Sac State getting the 6.5. I know Southern Utah's been killing 11-0 at home. Great offensive numbers, but a lot of those came against non-Division I teams, and I think Sacramento State can keep us home within 6.5. So I like that. I like UCLA laying the bucket at home against Arizona. Like the same reason we faded Arizona against Oregon, I'm going to fade them against UCLA here. I think there's lack of experience there that UCLA is going to take advantage of. And I like High Point getting the points against Winthrop. I'm also going to put a little bit on the money line as well. Just High Point's won their last 2 road games, and I think this is a bit of last 2 home games as an underdog, and I think this is a spot where Winthrop could trip up and just have their focus somewhere else. I'll take High Point in the points. I'll put a little bit on money line as well.
Rod?
For me in this spot, I like Tennessee Tech at Tennessee State. I know two horrible teams, but Tennessee Tech 12-2, ATS their last 14 versus a team with a straight up losing record. They're also 5-0-1, ATS the last 6 on the road. So I'll take Tennessee Tech plus the points. Again, they probably win that one outright. I'm with Mitch. I like Marymount. I think that's too many points. Give me Marymount plus the 5.5 against the Dons. Marymount starting to roll. I think this is their fourth game back off of their little COVID break, and been rolling. So I like the Dons or Marymount in that one. And I like give me Washington. Give me the Huskies at home. I think that's too many points. And a team that they're a scrappy bunch. They're getting a lot of wins, but they're definitely a scrappy bunch that like to fight. Give me the Huskies plus the points.
I don't know what happened with that 5-team parlay yesterday. Brian's
Did we go all the way down the line?
Yeah.
Well, I missed a couple then.
Go back. You can go.
I apologize.
Go
I
ahead.
thought you just did the 9 o'clock hour.
Go ahead. So Nick is asking about the Bradley, and we talked about it, the Bradley scores. Rod, I think, talked about the Bradley.
Yeah, I said about
Yeah,
Bradley.
Rod, we talked about that. Anyways, go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, if I could go back quick, I'm going to take the Colorado Buffaloes plus the 3 points. I know Oregon's in a revenge spot against Colorado, but Colorado coming off that embarrassing loss to Cal, I think they can take this game in Eugene. And I also like the Cal Bears. They've been good to me lately. I'm going to take them again against the Cougars. So those are the 2 that I like later on.
I like Oregon a lot. I'm going to spank Colorado. They're playing exceptional basketball right now. And the more that they come off of that COVID stoppage, the better they're playing. And we all know that in Eugene, on that weird court, that you can't even see the basketball, if you're watching it on TV. It's like they start hitting threes, and it's like, like I said, the worst loss I ever took on a college basketball game was Arizona at Oregon with I think it was a top 5 ranked Arizona team. Lost by 30. It's like I got in-gamed, 6 times on one game.
Oh, you're 1-0 against me. You hit the Clipper. You hit that Jazz game last night, so we're going to go head-to-head and keep track of this one. I got Colorado. You got Oregon.
I also had Drake and USC.
We could go down. We're just doing one day. Okay. Well, you also had Butler, and I like Marquette.
That's true.
Don't stop me at one.
All right, but it's one. I had the Jazz.
One a day. We're just
all right. I had the Jazz.
I can't keep track of them.
All right, that's fine. I had the Jazz. I got Oregon today. You got Colorado, right? Is that where we're at?
Yep.
Is that what this has come to?
Yep.
What is it? 3.5 or 3?
3.
All right. 3 is fine. I would have given you the half.
I'm not going to do the half because the Buffalo's going to beat them outright. I don't need that.
Yes. Does Arizona State Sun Devil Fire Bowls?
I like too many of these late games.
It's a $7,500 ad.
I'm going to be up to 2 o'clock in the morning.
Late games are awesome. That's why. You're
not awesome for me.
You got to move.
I like Eastern Washington against Montana here. I don't like Montana too much. Just not a fan. I don't think it's going to happen for them. I also like San Diego State against Fresno, even though the line is dropping. I don't care. This is the time of year where San Diego State they start looking like that solid defense too. Virginia, Houston, right? It's like that lockdown defense. This is that time of year for them. So it's kind of like what we said yesterday. You don't want to bet against Duke and Kansas in late February, March. It's like a bad idea.
I think this is the time of year last year that we all started to heat up.
Oh, yeah.
Coming in the conference tournaments.
I don't think I've ever had a losing March Madness, and not even close. It's like, and I have a firm strategy that works every single year on opening day 1 and 2. It has worked every single year. Not on both. I haven't hit both days every single time, but overall for round 1 and 2, I have a strategy that's worked every single time. That works like. But this could be the year. I mean, this could be the year that Gonzaga wins it. The way that things have gone. Lakers, Dodgers, Tom Brady. Like this could be the year.
Pat Mahomes.
Oh, Tom Brady is.
Pat Mahomes is like the king of the bandwagon jumper fanboys.
Oh, not Tom Brady, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just Tom Brady's a classic fanboy guy, but Mahomes is the guys that jump bandwagons every other year.
How about the Dodgers? How about Al Niños with his Kershaw shirt?
Al had a good day yesterday.
We'll be all over the Yankees.
Al had like 15 picks yesterday.
Al had Drake yesterday and won. He had the Jazz and won. He had a couple good winners yesterday.
He had like 10 picks. You can't bet that many games.
Nope. Oh.
I don't have that big of a bankroll.
The other guy saw a guy had 22 picks or 21 picks in one day.
How can you bet that?
I don't know.
It's like I don't have that. I have what I consider a reasonable bankroll. I mean, but it's like, what am I going to do if I bet 22? If I bet 22 games and I put 3,000 a game, right? 70,000 in on a Wednesday night. I don't know, man. I think that might be a little excessive. I mean, I like to bet. That's kind of what I do. But I think, it'd be tough to even my wife who's super tolerant,
That's a lot of exposure for one day.
Yeah, it's like if I tell her I got 70 out there, it's like can't. It's like it doesn't even make sense to me, right? Even if you did 2,500 a game, right? You're still 55 in. It's like, to me, that's a lot. I mean, I have games where it's like, yeah, one game, you go big on it or whatever, but like across the board like that, you can get juiced to death on something like that. I mean, the juice is $250 a pop. You break even, you go 50-50. You lose $3,000. Nothing fun about that.
I was talking to a friend. If you're betting like 7 games, you basically have to do a 5 and 2 because if you go 4 and 3, you're going to lose a lot of Not a lot of juice, but it's going to take away from your winning.
Yeah, but 4-3, at least you can win. At least you win. You don't win much, but you win. You win $70 on 7. If you bet 100 a game, you win $70. Unless, of course, you take a couple money line dogs in there and reduce your exposure on the juice and increase your payoff, like your Florida Panthers yesterday.
Hot diggity dog. Well, that's the one play I won. I was all happy and texting.
Premium play on the Panthers.
Then I crapped out.
After you turned the TV off when it was 2-0, you probably were like,
My son was on my phone, so I had to run upstairs so I could text Rod. I had to go all the way up to the 3rd floor. Anyway.
Softly quiet when it was 2-0, though.
Yeah, I wasn't watching it.
I'm not saying Al. I think Al had the Panthers too. So it's like Al is saying he had some plus money plays. He did, but still, man, 10 games on a Wednesday night is a lot of action. It's a lot of action. It's not like a Saturday where it's like it's spread out throughout the day and it's kind of like you're working your money. It's like going to the window with a backpack and it's 7. When they give you the stack of hundreds, it's $10,000, right? Is in a banded stack of hundreds. It's $10,000. It's 7 of those, man. It's go to the window. It's 7 of those to bet your 22 games. It's like for me. It's like I don't want to bet that. It's like I like action and I like betting games. And yeah, I'll bet games even if I really don't feel that strongly about it. I'll bet them anyway just to have action if it's a light day or something. But it's like, to me, it's like to go in with 70,000 in what are supposed to be my best bets of the day. How could you have 22 best bets of the day? On a Wednesday. It's like I could see it on a Saturday where there's 170 games or 200 games. I could maybe get there, but I don't know, man. 22 on a Wednesday is just a big number for me.
22 without how many games?
I mean, I even said that my New Year's resolution was to do more degenerate gambling this year than I've been doing in the last couple of years, and I have done some. I have done some degenerate gambling. I put an extra couple bucks on Arizona State, and I bet it at the half. As well. It's like I did some other, and I did some other stuff. I lost on a couple other ones. I end game Butler. Guilty as charged, man. And I paid the price. But you know what? If I'm going to be a degenerate gambler, like I said I was going to be, well, then I gotta step up to the window and make those horrible bets once in a while.
Gotta live up to it.
I'm not gonna apologize for it.
Don't worry, I did too. I took the Bucks on
I
the road. What was I thinking? I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah. I was
at halftime. I was like, it's halftime. They can come back at halftime.
Oh, no. I got in even worse than that. My in-game bet lost by 18 points. That's how bad mine was. I could have taken. I put 500 on it. I could have burnt the money. Like by the time it was already gone. Like by the time the bet was in, it was already done. It was such a bad bet. It was like you make the bet and it's just like you see like the next 2 minutes, like they don't even get to the next commercial break and you're kind of just like, oh man, that was a bad one. And it's like you can either chase again, you can either go back or you can just call it, and I learned that from that Arizona-Oregon game a few years ago. Sometimes you just got to say, you know what?
We keep hearing about that Arizona-Oregon.
Well, it left a mark.
Well, Oregon's going to leave a mark tonight on you again.
It happens. Right
in the tailpipe.
It happens.
I'm getting my revenge tonight.
It happens. All right, I'm going to let you guys talk some hockey. I got you in the wrong order, but that's okay. All right, go ahead.
All right, so we got a 9-game slate today. Ton of 7 o'clock hockey. We'll break it down. First 3, New Jersey, Boston, New York Rangers and the Philadelphia Flyers, and the New York Islanders and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Brian, any of those three?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Penguins here. The Islanders red hot, winners of 3 straight games. Just a ton of public action here on New York. Pittsburgh needs to get back on track after losing the Capitals. I'm going to take the Penguins here at this light number.
Ron?
For me, in the New Jersey-Boston game, I like the under. We're not going to see a whole lot of goals in that one. Both of these teams play solid defense. Both goalies have been hot to start the year, Blackwood and Rask. So I love the under 5.5 on that one. And I know in the video I did say the Flyers, but I'm going to go the other way. There's a lot of guys out for the Flyers, like a list as long as my arm at least. Like all guys that are on COVID issues. I could go on and on about guys that are out. You got Lindblom on, Lofton's out. There's just too many guys out. Giroux is out. Frost is out. All these guys with COVID issues. I'm going to take the Rangers, as much as I don't like the Rangers. But with that many guys out, I don't know who's stepping up for the Flyers. I'll take the Rangers in that one.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna stick with the Rangers, or sorry, the Flyers here. I know that the line represents all the guys being out, but again, there's still some pretty good pieces within Philadelphia's lineup, and I don't trust the New York goaltending as far as I can throw it. So I'll take the Flyers here.
And I just want to quick say that if anybody out there is a premium YouTube guy, I'm going to break the tie between Chris and Rod. I got the side on one of those two coming up just a bit.
And then I got the Islanders. I'm going to take the Islanders to beat Philadelphia. Or sorry, to beat Pittsburgh, excuse me. Pittsburgh 2-12 on the puck line this year. The Islanders playing much better. I'm playing well on the road as of late. And Pittsburgh just hasn't been all that, tough to beat at home, but they haven't been all that great lately either. So I'll take a shot with the Islanders and the plus money in this one. And then the next 3 7:00s, we got Nashville at Columbus, Ottawa at Toronto, and Buffalo at Washington. Brian, any of those?
Boy, I don't want to be like Chris and take a pass on this one.
I was just going to say, if you did, it's okay.
I'm going to go with the Anaheim Ducks here. They've been a good team for me overall this season, and you're getting a slight plus money push there. So I think the Ducks can come up with a 2-1, 3-2 win at home.
I've been waiting to do this. You went to the wrong time slot.
Oh my God! I thought this was the rest of the card. All right, I don't like anything in the middle there.
Rod.
For me, I like Nashville to beat up Columbus at home. I know Nashville hasn't been so good on the road, but historically they love beating up on Columbus. So give me the nice plus money with Nashville to beat Columbus. And oh goody, here's our favorite Leafs in Ottawa again. Oh look, Ottawa's battling. I'm going to take Ottawa on the money line to beat the Leafs tonight. They battled and kept it a 1-goal game. So let's get the scrappy Ottawa bunch to get another win over the Leafs, as the world is on the Leafs again. That's why we're not laying minus 310 with the Leafs. Give me the plus almost 300 with the Sens here to get the win. And I'll take Washington on the puck line. As, I don't think Buffalo can even keep up scoring with what Washington's score. So give me Washington on the puck line in that one.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Washington on the puck line as well. Like you said, there's Buffalo look lifeless against the Islanders. I don't think they'll have any answer for the Caps here. I'm not going to go anywhere near that Arizona-LA game. I just don't like Arizona laying 160, and the Kings tend to let us down whenever we put faith in them the most. So I'm passing that one. But I think I even jumped ahead of time. So
you did, yep.
Yeah. Okay, Karma. That's what I get for calling somebody up.
Like what?
I like the Leafs on the puck line here. I just think it's this is another I keep saying bounce back spot, but you have to think this team's going to show up eventually. So I think tonight's going to be the night. If not, I don't know when. So I'll take Toronto on the puck line, and I'll take Columbus. I don't want any part of Nashville on the road. 1-5 on the road to start the year. So I'll take Columbus at home by default. And the last three, San Jose at St. Louis, LA at Arizona, and Minnesota at Anaheim. Brian, I think we know where you're going with this one.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Anaheim Ducks here.
There we go.
Slightly plus money. As I explained earlier, I just think we're getting a ton of value with the Ducks, who play good, solid defense. And I think the scoring will be hard to come by here in this one.
Rod?
For me, in that Ducks game, I love the under, and I also like the Ducks. Minnesota looked awful. They couldn't even get a goal against the Kings last game. So I'll take the Ducks on that one. And I'm also going to take the Sharks over the Blues. World is on the Blues. Everybody and his dog is bet on the Blues. And Blues, they play a good game. They play a bad game. They play a good game. They play a bad game. The Sharks team is a scrappy bunch. So give me the Sharks. And I'm also going to take the Kings, who look good in their first game back out. And they've been a scrappy bunch all year as well. 10-4 on the puck line. That's not a bad bet either. But I'm going to take it to win outright. Give me the Kings on the money line over the Desert Dogs.
And like I said in the video, I'm not trying to get anywhere near the San Jose St. Louis game either. I'm going to lean towards the Minnesota Anaheim under here. Just two teams that can't really score. I don't see any way we get to 5.5. I think we get to 5 at best. So I'll take the under 5.5 in that one. And that's all the hockey.
All right, brings us to our parlay segment of the show. Chris,
Right.
want to lead us off?
Sir. Yes, sir. Take William and Mary plus the points. I'm going to take Radford minus the points. And I'll take Houston minus the points.
Rod?
For me, we're going to take Tennessee Tech plus the points. Washington Huskies plus the points. And Illinois State money line over Bradley. Parlay those three up.
Brian?
Penguins on the money line. Colorado, Buffaloes plus the points, and Pacific plus the points.
Nets, Raptors, and Eastern Washington for me. So cross-sport parlay there. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. I put a link in the description if you want to join our YouTube Premium. Hundreds of people have joined. Not seeing a lot of negative publicity out there on it, which usually means things are really good because, things go bad. People, they say it, they're more likely to say that than if things are going well. So be sure to check it out. It's an inexpensive way to support with what we're doing, and it's a good way to dip your toe in the water and see what our premium offerings are like. Of course, those picks are independent of one another. It's not like we get together and say, hey, you guys all like this one. Not. In fact, a lot of times we disagree. So, it's the individual person's picks, but we group them all together as a premium package. Just like I said, something affordable for the people that aren't betting. 22 games at $6,000 a piece. Anyways, have a great day, everyone.
I was gonna say something. I don't mean to cut you off, but it's kind of like a sample at the grocery store pre-COVID days. You go in and sample the cheese. You go sample the picks. You get a pick from 1 or 2 picks from us. Definitely value there.
It's like you say cheese, Rufalo's salivating. Have a great day, everyone. We'll try and act more professional tomorrow.